All right, boys, I want to see if we can break 469 likes in 24 hours. Can we do it? All right, what is happening? How's everybody doing today? My name is Chuck, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I want to cover something that is going to be in, the minds and hearts of a lot of us Modern Warfare players that really enjoy actually playing the game, which is indeed Modern Warfare Season 7. Because we go over here to the Battle Pass. Obviously, you guys have seen, the Battle Pass, all that stuff. I'm going to skip my little celebration here, but we've seen the Battle Pass. We know that there's basically nothing in here for Modern Warfare, but what actually remains to actually be happening is the fact that there is indeed a whole bunch of stuff happening in Warzone with the zombies outbreak, the Warzone events, and also the talks of actually nuking Warzone, and of course, and there's also those DLC weapons that are in there, and we just have a lot of stuff to go over. So before we get any farther into today's video, if you guys can do me a favor and drop a like on this thing and subscribe with all notifications turned on. We're on that road to 800,000 subscribers, to be honest, so you guys can join the squad. Also, comment in the comment section below, are you looking forward to Modern Warfare Season 7? So we got ourselves a bit of a late join here on some cranks, but I want to kind of go over a bunch of stuff with you guys. Oh my god, I'm still got all my Warzone settings on. I want to go over some stuff with you guys here about what's going to be happening, or what is hopefully going to be happening here for Modern Warfare Season 7, because that is a very, very real possibility. Oh my god, my buddy actually just got somebody. Jeez. But I should say that in Modern Warfare Season 7 is not even like a possibility. It's like basically a guaranteed to happen. Because if you guys have been actually paying attention to anything Warzone, if you guys play Warzone at all, you will know that basically if you go into some of the orange crates on Warzone, you're able to pick out some of the new DLC weapons. And what I mean by new DLC weapons is I'm talking about, the RAL LMG and the CX-9 and also the Psychop pistol. Basically, all the leaked Modern Warfare DLC weapons that we realistically should have had a long time ago. And if you remember back watching my channel a little while ago, we talked about the DLC weapons actually being able to be gotten here through Spec Ops. Oh my god, I almost just blew up right there. But you're able to get them through Spec Ops, and you're only able to use them like that. And of course, they're not really in Spec Ops anymore. Dude, get away from me with those things. Jeez. And now the only way you're really able to actually use those DLC weapons is through finding them in like orange crates in Warzone, because I don't really think they're in like Spec Ops anymore, and I just haven't seen them being able to be unlocked in like multiplayer. So more or less, a few things has to happen before we're able to actually get to use these weapons. So let's actually kind of go over this. So as we know right now, we're getting the Outbreak event here in Warzone, which actually has a whole bunch of zombies going around the map and stuff like that. And, I shouldn't say they're going around the map. They're basically over at Shipwreck. And if you go over in there, that's more or less the event that's going on. There's some cool rewards and stuff, but we have that going on. And then, of course, coming up here in about March, we're going to have the official 1-year anniversary of Warzone actually releasing, because Warzone, of course, didn't release with Modern Warfare. It came out a little while afterwards. So much like, essentially, how they're following the model of, what happened with Fortnite. We're basically on the year, like more or less anniversary, or around the year, they get a brand new map. And why this is actually pertinent to what we're talking about is because on roughly around March 11th is when people are saying that this whole like nuke event is going to happen, and we're basically waiting for this whole nuke event to happen to kind of be like done with like one big thing, so we can essentially move on to another. I could add a nice little quad feed right there. And with that nuke event, it is supposed to bring the addition, or I should say not the addition, but the replacement of Verdansk into what would be the Black Ops Cold War style map for Battle Royale, which is super sick, and I'm looking forward to that because I do believe that Verdansk is not long overdue, but it's definitely overdue for a change in scenery. Okay, my teammates are going a little bit brazy right here, and this is kind of nuts, but we're actually having some good fun here, though I will say that trying to do a live comm and cranked is not the best thing, especially when you're talking about like some news and information. Getting a gameplay is cool, but like now we're trying to do this. Yo, what? Absolute maniacs in here. So getting back on track here, so kind of just more talking about that whole event, what's gonna be happening with it. So when Warzone actually does get nuked, and that being the more or less the end of the Outbreak event, so essentially with Warzone getting nuked, that will be the end of the sort of Outbreak event, because you guys know the zombies are, they're literally on the map right now, and probably the only reason the only way to destroy zombies is to nuke the whole thing. So more or less getting back to what I was saying here, that essentially when we have the event here, we have season 2 obviously that has come out, it is in full effect. We have the Outbreak event. But one thing Call of Duty does not like to do, and it's kind of famous for doing, is not putting on multiple events and stuff at the same time. They don't want to do something like that. And it just wouldn't happen. You know, Activision, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, like all the, you know, the COD devs, they don't do it. And I think I'm playing against some absolute maniacs because, I don't know, dude, there's like shields and like knives and, God, I hate this. Like, I genuinely hate, hey, no, do not run over here. We are not doing that. So when that actual event ends here and then the Season 2 hype is done and we get a brand new map, that is when people are speculating we're getting our next thing, which is going to be Modern Warfare Season 7, aka the integration of the brand new DLC weapons that, you know, people are kind of getting their hands on. And it seems like it's more or less like something that is just they're okay with. It's almost like it's an intentional leak. And I just don't really get why, to be 100% with you. Oh my lord. Like, it don't make no type of sense to me at all. Like, why would Activision, Infinity Ward, you know, and, you know, Raven, you know, who's making Warzone, why would they put all those guns in-game and allow people to actually get them out of the boxes consistently without a hotfix update to more or less take it out? Because obviously, if it wasn't intentional, it'd be a bug fix and they get taken out. But instead, they more or less have just put them in there and they're kind of leaving them in the game. Like, it just... I'm kind of, you know, flabbergasted at that, like, train of thought. It just doesn't make much sense to me, so I can only assume what they're trying to do is build hype for when the DLC weapons do release, which is going to be at the end of the Outbreak event here on around March 11th. Essentially when they nuke Warzone. You know, we get some new stuff going on, because they're always trying to keep it fresh, and they wouldn't want to drop, you know, Season 2... drop, you know, the Outbreak event and drop new Modern Warfare DLC weapons all at once. It just wouldn't make sense from a, you know, a content and, you know, player retention standpoint for them to drop everything all at once. And I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below, what is your whole take on this? And do you think that, you know, the DLC weapons being added in Warzone is an accident, or is this fully intentional? Because I think it's fully intentional. And I think that we're getting these things very, very soon. I mean, because it's March 2nd right now, and we don't have too much longer. And so I'm very excited here for the future of Warzone Modern Warfare. And something that I've been kind of neglected to cover so far is that there's about like 16 or 20 maps, multiplayer maps, that are like in the files, and we just don't have access to any of those things yet. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen that list or not, but I've seen the list of all those maps, and to me, like, truthfully, it don't make sense. Like, while we don't have access to those things, and I guess they're just holding out, like I said, for the end of the event. And to be honest with you, they say Black Ops Cold War is a very good selling game, but I can't imagine that, because, I mean, frankly, I don't find that game fun hardly almost at all. I think a lot of people more or less just complain about that game than anything. Dude, I have like 2 shield guys running at me. Like, this is... oh my god, this is like literally insane. You know what? Hey, appreciate that. Oh, hey, what's good, bro? Dude. I guess he's just gonna sit in there. I really guess he's just gonna sit in there. Hey! Oh my god, dude. This lobby was literally nuts. I guess the state of Modern Warfare pubs right now. So yeah, seriously, that is basically what I got. I hope I went over absolutely everything. I tried to talk about the maps and the integration event and all that stuff ending, and I think I covered absolutely everything here. I tried to summarize it up to the best of my possible abilities to create it to be more clear and concise. If I missed anything, I apologize. Ask me questions down in the comment section below. And with that being said, that's all I got for you guys here today. Just right on Triple Cap, don't be Randy, and I'm out. Peace.